Hello everyone, Valerie, Old Alley Quilt Shop here to go over the cutting instructions for Stitch Pink 2020, Black 24, Pine Nut. Alrighty, again there's a lot of pieces here again. So I am using my alphabeties to mark them. So A is 2 and 4, 5 and 5/8 blocks, which I happen to have 2 of them. Just make sure they're the right size. Oops. Actually, I think I need to trim it up. So then they want us to cut each of these squares diagonally to make 4A triangles, which will be in the corners of this piece. So there's 4A triangles. B is 2, 5, 4 and 5/8 squares. And we're going to have, going to square up this end. Again, they want us to cut these also diagonally. If I was making lots of these, I would do something different with my half square triangles, but so C is 16 1 3/4 inch squares. And then they want us to draw a diagonal line across each of those. A lot of diagonal lines. So it's the 1 3/4 inch strip. 2. 4. I need a few more to find another strip. So C. I need 10 more of them. And we need to draw the diagonal line across them, but I'll do those. Find a pen that wants to write. So you'll do that to all 16 of those. So then D is 1 3/4 by 4 1/4 inch triangles. This is 4 1/4 inch wide, so I'm just going to cut my 1 3/4 inch strips. One. There should be 8 of them. 2. snowing here right now. Fun. Welcome, winter. Not so fun. I don't like winter. So I need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more. So there's your D pieces. E is 4 1 3/4 by 3-inch rectangles. These are 2 wide. Same thing, this is 3, so I need 4 of them. F is background, 12 1 3/4-inch squares. These are 2 high. There's 4. There's 12 Fs. So we need 1 4 1/4-inch square for G. This will be our center square. H, these are some strips for the side to make the block the 12.5 inches that it needs to be. So we need one that's 11 3/4. So that's H. And I is 12.5. I'll pull out an even bigger ruler. I shorted that a quarter. Alrighty, so this is I. Again, just like before this, these alphabets will just help me piece this together correctly. We do sell them in our shop. If you're interested, we have a couple different marking methods. These had letters on the pattern pieces, so I use those. I do have some pins. This is why I numbered my fabrics. I have some pins. These are really awesome. I like those. And then I got some new things, and you can add with your pins that are letters as well. So anyway, without further ado, let's go piece this Block 24 pine nut. Okay, off to the piecing of Block 24 pine nut. Okay, this block has many parts to it. I'm going to turn this around. The first thing I did in the directions say to do is take your A and B triangles and put them together to make a half square triangle, okay? And then once you have that, then you take this one corner unit, stitch on the line, and fold that back so you end up with a unit like this, then trim to 4 1/4 inches, okay? So you'll end up with 4 units that way. And I like to put mine out on the design board so I can kind of pay attention. So the next step would be to take your small pieces here. These are C, I believe. Yes. Your C pieces, and put them on all 4 corners of your center square. Okay. So I got 3 of them done. I have 4. Then the next part of the instruction is, to put these pieces on, these are F and C, and then F and C, yeah, C, and this is D, and you'll stitch on the line, and notice that the lines are going in the same direction, okay? And again, I like putting mine on the project board, putting them all out. I would pin them or whatever I need to do to keep this piece in the same order. Left and right sides are different, so you want to make sure of that. So again, I would stitch one of these seams and have a pin in the other so that I don't lose track, and then I can just go ahead and do the other. So once you get those done and trimmed, they look like this. Okay. You'll make 4 of each side. Again, they are definitely different. So then the next step is to take your E rectangle and your F. Don't write the lines on the back of all of them because you don't need them. And one F square, and sew those together, and you will get a unit like this. Okay. Once that's done, you will take your unit, these 2 units, and sew them to that unit. So, so one, come back, sew the other. You can chain piece, but just be very careful to do so much, lay it all back out. Otherwise you'll be ripping a lot. So again, you got one unit together, sew it onto the other side, and you will have this unit. So once this unit is done, each of these units should be 1 3/4. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. 1 3/4 by 4 1/2. Trim those up so they fit correctly. And then these units should be just like the center unit, a 4 1/4 unit, along with these and the center. Then they'll all match up correctly. So I'm going to get that far and come back. All right, I'm back. I have the sections all sewn together. So now I just need to, oops, it's upside down, sorry. Good thing I didn't stitch. I just need to stitch these 3 sections together. I had pressed this one inside and these out so they'll nest nicely. Then once I get the unit done, you put the 1 3/4 or 11 3/4 on one side and the 12 1/2 on the other side, and the block will be done. Alrighty, there is my completed block. Block 24, Pine Nut. Very pretty. See you tomorrow for block 25. Thanks for joining me.